Hey, hey, Capricorn. Welcome to Metamystic Tarot. My name is Saint I, and I am the Metamystic. Let's just let the light in today. Past couple weeks when I did your readings, we were having problems lighting the candles. Like, the lighter wasn't working one week, and the candles were going out another week, Capricorn. But this week, they're all lighting. They're all looking great. So what's been going on for you then? Because things are looking different today. I'm sure you're thinking I'm looking a little different today with this frog hat, right, Capricorn? Okay, we're speaking of different though. We're having fun with it. We're getting wacky with it. We're living our lives. We're being who we are, right, Capricorn? We're having a little fun. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. And by different, I mean the exact same thing that I've always done for the past, 15 years or so. Pulling a piece of hair away from this. My apologies. Thing that I've done for years, which is I have visions. And I share what I see with people. But I also read the cards. So, I'm going to look into this bowl as I get a big card. Big guy. I'm going to get a big guy for you. While I'm looking into this water and kind of seeing. Got a little water on my card. Seeing what is happening here. Okay. First thing I'm seeing is the light has left the building. The light has left the building. And what do I mean by that? It's this imagery of this dark building. And it was like I saw this light inside of it. And the light, it like an entity, the light left the building. And it was like, almost like a spirit leaving the body. It was like this light left the building and the building became dark. So that's what I'm seeing. But I'm seeing angels surrounding. I'm seeing that this is planned. I'm hearing this is an operation that's going on here. This is going to bring a lot of happiness because I'm seeing the sun. So whatever is going on here, light leaving one building and light going into, possibly into another. We'll see. Yeah, I'm seeing 3 now. I do believe that this is more of a relocation, if you want to put it that way. And I used the analogy of the spirit leaving the body. It's like it almost could be like that in a sense, because it's like an allegory to represent a spiritual process, a spiritual transformation of some kind that's happening to you. So maybe you're going through some sort of enlightenment, Capricorn, some sort of, I was going to say transmutation, a relocation, moving from one quote-unquote building to the other. You know, the saying, like, our body is the temple of God. It's kind of like one of those things. It's like your spirit had to relocate, whatever that means. So, what I'm going to do... So I'm going to pick a card. I don't want to look at it yet. Because what we're going to do is we're going to look at the big card. Then we're going to clarify it with the regular size deck. And then we're going to clarify that with the little deck. So let's see what we have, Capricorn, today. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Absolutely. I knew this was some sort of spiritual reading. I mean, they're all spiritual, right? But it's like, I was talking about spirits and light and relocation and things like that. So, we have the Wheel of Fortune here. And the Wheel of Fortune says, go with the flow. Number two. I was going to say, I should have said what I was going to say first. It's out of your hands is what I was going to say first, but I knew you weren't going to like that. Go with the flow. And anything else? Be adaptable. See things from another perspective. Avoid being devilish. Because as you're going forward, I'm hearing if you do things the wrong way, which what I mean by wrong way is just like not caring who you hurt along the way and kind of just like stepping over people to get to the top and stuff like that. If you do that, I'm looking at the stripes on this hat here. You'll end up in spiritual jail is how I'm hearing it. So it's a little bit of a warning. It's kind of like watch your step, like watch where you're going, because there actually could be like you possibly may have to relocate because I'm kind of hearing like your surroundings, you know the saying bad company corrupts good morals. And I don't know why I'm always bringing you these kind of corrective messages, Capricorn. My brother's a Capricorn. Like, it's not like I have any, like, I love Capricorns. I have so much earth in my chart. So, like, the past couple readings, I feel, have been a little harsh. Excuse me. And maybe it's in the astrology or something. I'm not really an astrologist, but sometimes there are certain, like, things going on in the astrology that can cause certain signs to feel stopped, to feel, it's like I'm getting throat chakra, like you can't speak up in a situation, or you feel trapped in a situation, or you don't have any other options, I'm hearing, and so, but that's not true, and I think that that's why these kind of harder messages are coming, because I'm hearing you're being stubborn in something that's been hurting you. And King of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck, and we already have the Queen of Pentacles. See, my voice is just maybe you need to speak up and just be like, you know what, this is how I feel. I mean, do it with, don't be devilish. That's why I got that. Like, don't be devilish about it, because you could end up in, like, spiritual jail if you unintentionally hurt people. I mean, unintentionally hurt people. Interesting. I was going to say intentionally hurt people. Maybe you're unintentionally hurting people and you don't realize it, and that's kind of why you've been in, like, hot water. Interesting. So look around, Capricorn. Like, be observant. Be like, who's upset with me, if anybody, and just make amends if that's the case and move on. Like, I'm hearing you should just move on. And reassess, like, your friendship. Reassess your relationships in general, because I'm hearing bad company corrupts good morals. And maybe you're just, like, for whatever reason, like, stubborn to stay around people that, like, aren't best for you, maybe. But I feel like the divine is stepping in with the Wheel of Fortune, because it's like, I'm just going to voice what I'm hearing. You have an opportunity to move forward and move ahead. And as this wheel turns, you're going to feel it turning, and it's going to make you feel like you're losing your balance, but actually you're not losing your balance. Your balance is actually coming into alignment. Your balance is coming into alignment maybe for the first time. So you're going to start to see things clearly. Where before you were at the bottom, now you're going to be at the top. It's like being at the top of a mountain where you're able to look over the whole city, as opposed to standing in front of a building and looking up at the building. It's a very limited point of view. But when the wheel turns and you end up at the top, not only can you see that building that you could only see a little bit of before because you were so close, you will also see the city. You will also see the building that I was going to say, sorry. I'm seeing the Four of Cups. I'm seeing a continual dissatisfaction to the point where as this offer from the divine comes in to move you to the top, it's going to be like a cup coming toward you at the Four of Cups. That card is like there's 3 cups in front of the guy, but he's sitting in front of the tree and he's just kind of like, ugh, like not interested, dissatisfied, discontented, disgruntled. But the cup, the opportunity is coming toward him, this hand coming down from the heavens, you know, coming toward him, but he's like, I'm not interested. Don't do that with this Wheel of Fortune here, Capricorn, because what it's going to do, you think it's causing you to be unbalanced. You think, or you're going to think when this happens, like, oh, I'm losing my ground. It's kind of like vertigo. Like, you might even feel sick, I'm hearing, like not necessarily like physically sick, just kind of like you might feel like it's so different. It's such a different viewpoint. It's such a different perspective that it's challenging to you. So that was a lot. We're going to continue this over in the extended in a minute here. And if you're interested in that, you can get my link to Patreon, where the extendeds are located at the top of the description. Also, just to make you feel better, my North Node is in Capricorn. So, and I have a lot of Earth in my chart, so, like, I'm not just sitting here like, I'm kind of like, I'm listening with this ear. I'm talking at you, but I'm like also like listening. I'm hoping that the words will kind of come back around into me and be like, you know, just saying, just being fair. Because this isn't like the last few messages, in my opinion, they're not harsh, but I just don't want to like hurt anybody's feelings because it's nuanced. It's like, I'm hitting you strong with it because I feel like you need to hear it that way so that you can kind of like break it down into a way that like best suits you. Because like I said with this Wheel of Fortune, it does feel very topsy-turvy. It kind of feels like when you're on a roller coaster and there's that flip, that loop, where for just a moment you are hanging upside down and suspended, like the Hanged Man. It's like you're having these Hanged Man moments of enlightenment, but it is in a scary new position that you've never been in before. The world at the bottom of the deck, it is a new cycle starting, and this is a gift from the divine with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to listen to my guides. They're saying to take these 2 cards out because what I want to continue in the extended, this is plenty of information for you to, you know, get moving, get started. But what we're going to talk about in the extended here coming up is this new opportunity and like, oh, I should put it this way, excuse me. The end to something else, like I saw in the vision at the start of this, it was like the light was leaving one building and going into another building. That's what this World card is. It's very like metaphysical. It's very like you're moving locations. It's gonna be so drastic, your life change, your perspective shift, that Hanged Man, that roller coaster. It might feel like a roller coaster. With this Wheel of Fortune, the world, it's going to disorient you at first, but this opportunity that's coming in, which we're going to talk about on Patreon, this opportunity that's coming in is going to bring some sort of stability because it's Pentacles. So, and we also started with the Queen of Pentacles, which is your energy. So let's look at this further in the extended. It's been great to have you guys here. Much love to you. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for just, you know, sharing your energy with me. And I just take what I'm hearing and share it. And, you know, I just do the best I can to be as encouraging, loving, and supportive as possible because I care about you and I want the absolute best for you. And it's like if I'm seeing something, I'm gonna say it. Like if I'm seeing a potential blockage, I want to say it so that you can like move on. It's kind of like, it almost feels like a soul trapped in one world that needs to get to the other one, and sometimes you kind of need a guide to help get you there. And so my hope and prayer is that I can I can be of service in that regard. So much love to you, Capricorn. If you're interested, I'll see you over on the extended. We're going to be talking about this Ace of Pentacles over there. I will see you next time. Bye.